Hey everybody, welcome to SaltyOldGamer, where we're on an airsoft journey and we're sharing everything we learn along the way. Today we're looking at the ASG McMillan M40A3 sniper rifle, a budget sniper rifle that's been really often and well reviewed on YouTube, and it goes for only 80 bucks. But this gun should come with a gigantic disclaimer: individual results may vary. And we're going to tell you exactly why, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're looking at the ASG McMillan M40A3 Sportline. This is a bargain basement sniper rifle that goes for just 80 bucks or 90 bucks if you go for the OD green version like we did. It's a one-to-one replica of the US Marine Corps sniper rifle used for the better part of the last 20 years. Now this is not to be confused with the Pro line, which is the more expensive version of this gun, which is a step up in quality. Now we've had quite an adventure with this gun, and honestly, I debated about whether or not to even make this video because I'm a firm believer in you get what you give, and I wasn't sure I really wanted to put anything negative out there in the ether, but I thought about it, and we got to stay true to our channel, and our channel is dedicated to sharing the things that we've learned on our journey, the good and the bad, and reviewing the products that we've actually played with and talking about how good they are and how reliable they are and how fun they are to play with. And I have to say, this will be the first experience where all of that's bad. But we're going to give this gun the full review treatment so you know exactly everything about it. So let's jump right into it and see what's in the box.
Oh, what's in the box?
All right, we have the ASG McMillan M40A3 and an extra 20 round mag, a 4x40 scope. This is actually a Chevy foregrip for my M4. All right, and let's get the gun out. We have the gun body. It's really in there. It's lightweight, really lightweight polymer body. That's not even very strong polymer. This is like really, really light polymer. Barrel rod. Magazine. 20 round magazine, barrel rod, speed loader, and these are butt plate extenders. And I have to admit that if I had not already watched a few videos on this gun before buying it, I'd have absolutely no idea what those are. The Allen wrenches to secure the body to the barrel. Gold Fire .20 BBs. It's kind of a waste of time right there, but I guess if you want to test fire them, you can use this for chrono. And then we get the barrel, which is also really stuck in there. And that's pretty much it. It looks like, yeah, there's no owner's manual. There's no user's guide, there's no owner's manual. All right, $80 gun. I guess you gotta pay extra for the owner's manual. Just full disclosure, the black version is $80 and the OD green version, which we got, is actually $90. Why the green version is $10 more, I really don't know. Maybe green dye is expensive. Screw right there and screw right there. If you can see, looks like the screws are actually part of the body. So there's no separate screws to put in. You just literally just drop it in. Maybe. Yeah, that's it. You just drop it in and then use your Allen keys to screw it in and you're good to go. There you go. Safety. Okay, let's go talk about this gun. All right, so this gun has an aluminum receiver and an aluminum barrel. The rest of the body is all polymer, but what it gives up on materials, it gains in being a little bit lightweight. It comes with butt plate inserts so you can adjust the weld against your shoulder for maximum comfort. And it also has an adjustable cheek riser, which is also plastic. For the hop up, it has a very easy to use slider mechanism on the left side. And of course the gun is bolt action and spring powered. This gun comes with a 20 round magazine that feeds into the bottom of the body right here. And honestly, this is where the start of our troubles begin. Once it clicks in there, there's a wedge mechanism on the magazine that's supposed to connect to another wedge mechanism in the hop-up chamber that allows the BB to feed into the barrel. For our gun, for quite a while, it didn't work properly. And we would actually have to push it in with our hand, and you can actually hear it click and release the BB into the barrel, and then the gun would fire. And every time you pulled the bolt back, you'd have to press with your fingers and hear that click again, then close the bolt and fire. Open, click, close, fire. It was quite annoying, but it was workable, and for $80, I wasn't really gonna start complaining about that one minor little thing. But unfortunately, that's not where the problem stopped. As you'll see in the chrono test here in just a moment, the gun's FPS is right at about 400 feet per second, so there's really not a lot to complain about right there. It's not your higher end sniper rifles, but for an $80 sniper, 400 FPS is really quite good. And of course that is with .20 gram BBs, but now what makes a sniper good? You know the answer to the question, I'm sure. How far can it shoot and how accurate can it shoot? And unfortunately, right out of the box, this gun was shooting left and right and up and down. Regardless of how we adjusted the hop up, there was absolutely no consistency whatsoever. And with our experimentation with .32 gram BBs, it just didn't have the hop to hold those BBs up for whatever reason. If we overhopped it, the BBs would go up into the sky, but anything less than that and the BBs just dove straight into the ground. So we settled on .28 BBs as being the best BB for this particular gun in our hands right here. But again, the consistency was just a real issue. So have a look at the chrono results for yourself in our backyard shooting and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. So there you go. As you can see, our backyard shooting results were just awful. And this is the first sniper rifle I ever bought for my son, and he wanted one since the day we started playing Airsoft, but we followed everyone's recommendation, and we still do recommend you don't make your first gun a sniper. But this gun was really well reviewed by a lot of prominent YouTubers. In fact, if you go look at Swamp Sniper's channel, his review of this $80 Sportline is the second most viewed video on his channel. And he had great gameplay results with it and absolutely loved it. And similarly, another favorite YouTuber of ours, House Gamers Airsoft out of Canada, had a gameplay video with this gun and had phenomenal results with it as well. And in fact, recently he had a live broadcast where ASG really showered him with tons and tons of ASG BBs and 2 M40A3s for him to do some experimentation with. So there's a lot of great videos out there saying this gun is really good. And not to be undone, I stripped this gun all the way down to the hop-up chamber, down to the very springs. I reseated the nub, I reseated the bucking to make sure it was on the barrel correctly. I made sure that the bucking and barrel were lined up with the little groove inside of the hop-up chamber correctly. The only thing I can really figure is maybe the hop-up chamber itself is kind of askew in the barrel, or the barrel's warped itself. Or maybe there's a seal issue somewhere in here and I'm not getting good air pressure, but I'm not really sure how to explain the inconsistency. And once I did all that and put the gun back together, it teased me a little bit and shot straight for about 5 shots and then went back to the completed consistency. And just to show you, we're not making snap decisions based on backyard shooting. We took the gun out for a day of gameplay and here's a little excerpt.
Dad,
yep.
My gun is barely...
Yeah, it's curving a lot.
Reaching the thing.
I told you, son, it's terrible.
Hey, what'd you say?
I want to record how bad this is. Jeez. It's like straight up, straight to the left, and did not clear the water. Yeah, it's just bad. I mean, your MP45, you should be able to be killing those people on that bank. There you go. Okay, so we had mentioned back in the unboxing section that the gun didn't come with an owner's manual. Of course, I was wrong. I guess in our haste to get into the shipping packaging, we just kind of threw it aside as we were opening the box. So it did come with an owner's manual, and I have to say, this is really the only positive thing I can say about the gun so far. It has this wonderful owner's manual that very astutely tells you, don't shoot yourself in the face. That's really all I can say about the gun at this point. I do want to correct the issue. So we've ordered a Action Army VSR-10 hop-up chamber, which is supposed to fit into this gun, as well as a premium Action Army barrel and a power upgrade. But really, once I put all those things into the gun, it's really not an ASG McMillan M40A3 anymore. It's a custom-built gun in that body. But hey, it'll make for a great content video, and we're definitely film that as a how-to and document the results for everyone to see. In fact, depending on when you're watching this, we may have already done it, and there may be a card right here for you to click and look at that video right now. So hey, thanks for sticking with us, and I know there's a lot of people out there that have had really good experiences with this gun, so we're not necessarily saying don't buy one. We seem to always win the reverse lottery when it comes to things like this. We get guns with hop-up dials that don't turn, and charging handles that ruin the battery, and magazines that don't feed unless you press them, and just really inconsistent shooting. So it may just be us. But if you have had these kind of negative experiences with this gun, then share those with the viewers below in the comments, and definitely share if you found solution to those problems. And as always, if you found this review helpful, leave us a like, and don't forget to join us on our airsoft journey by hitting that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.